breaths if you like. Taking a moment to settle. It's all in the name of family healing. And I know my heart dreams of being close with everyone, feeling safe and secure to be in love, not to run. But I know it starts within, and that's why I'm here, to practice being without fear. Or really, be present with the fear. So in the name of family healing, it's all in the name of family healing. It's all in the name of family healing. It's all in the name of family healing. It truly is. For me, if you don't know that yet, I'm very passionate about family healing, family healing, family healing. Opening up to genuine connections, opening up to the possibility that the fear and the wounds can be mended and that we can come together no matter how bad it has been. And as you probably know, at least from looking outside, if not looking straight at your family, it's gotten pretty challenging, I'm hesitant to use the word bad because, it's a rich, complex, emotional journey for all of us. So, thanks for joining. Good to be here with you on this Family Healing Friday. I am officially starting it this week. Last week was for fun. And this week I wanted to start with what is the path of family healing? So I actually wrote something earlier that I would like to share because I think it does a pretty good job of expressing what it is. It is a way to create the holistic community that your heart dreams of. By healing all of the past hurt of yours and your families and integrating the wisdom through insightful action and spacious interaction. Through coming to release all old negative emotions and stories in your body and mind, you create the space for all of the meaningful, fulfilling connections that your heart has deeply longed for. It is the core principles of personal responsibility, trust in the perfection, seeing through the eyes of love, and eternal curiosity. That's 4. That makes the path of family healing possible. Without one, you will inherently cycle through your karmic destiny and repeat the patterns until the suffering becomes great enough and you are forced to change. The beauty is, you have a choice. Walking the path of family healing is a delicate, vulnerable, life-changing way to live and perceive the world. Nothing will be the same once you commit and devote yourself fully. All life around you starts to conspire towards your goal of a unified human family, and it no longer remains a lofty ideal, but begins to manifest itself in subtle ways first, until eventually everyone you are surrounded by lives in a state of true unconditional love. So, how about that? It is rich, it is vulnerable, it is challenging. It's challenging to stay committed, and that's part of why I'm here, is to share and resonate this journey with you. I have been on a lot of different quests and side quests, and even further side quests, random things that have led to deepening connection with both my family and my friends and my community. So, with that being said, I hope my audio is working today, and let's continue. I was just trying to check to make sure it was working, but I guess we'll just find out after the video. So, today's theme is, what does it feel like? How does it feel to be wanting closeness with someone else and then them not reciprocating it? Again, we're focusing on family, but you can apply this to any relationship, and naturally it does happen in similar ways. Lastly, I will mention that if you do not have access to relationships with your family, or you, for one reason or another, I hope this can still benefit you in some way. The principles are still similar, and I acknowledge that it's not going to directly speak to that dynamic all the time. So perhaps I will have a separate opportunity to speak to that. And thanks again for joining. So how does it feel? Oh, let me just show you. Oh, please be my friend. Oh, I mean, hey, can we talk? I want to be close with you. And the back and forth and all the different ways that we stretch to do that. So, originally I was gonna improvise on this theme. Apparently I just wanted to do theatrical acting for that. But we'll stick to the guitar medium for now. So feel into that one relationship that you're like, gosh, I'm putting myself out there consistently, and still they're not saying yes. They're not showing up. So what does it feel like to be in love? A one-sided journey where nothing shows up. The mirror, well, it's not very kind, and I don't know why, but I still try to show up for love and connection. I know you, my friend, you, my family, are ready to be close with everyone but yourself. That's why you don't reveal and show up consistently and not reciprocating. So I'm gonna learn, yes, I'm gonna learn how to walk this path delicately and make it last. And I'm not afraid to show my pain, but I won't reveal it every day until you say, hey, I want to show up. Yeah, I want to be in love. And I know there's a little bit of trust, and then there's agreements and such. So I want to show up for love. Yes, I know that I am good enough for your soul. And my prayer is historically been reciprocating is that we can hold ourselves and also release, be present with all of the hurt that came from this not being equal, if you might say it that way. So, I'm gonna show up for you. Yes, I'm gonna show up for my truth. I'm gonna show up for the groove and the in-between that we do. I don't know what to do, but I'll still show up for you. Beautiful. What a nice start to this journey. In case you haven't tuned in to how challenging that feels yet, tune in. Start to notice that one relationship. And, I think of my sister. She's a beautiful, beautiful person, and we've been in waves, and we've done so many wonderful things. We shared retreat together in college, and we've traveled a little bit together, and we've been on so many side journeys to our beautiful whole journey of being family, of growing up together and living life together. And maybe 5 years ago, I really longed for that consistency and that regular connection. And in Spokane, where we lived, I moved there, and I was like, I'm gonna live near my family. This is awesome. Yes, I still get to live my life, and I'm gonna do my own things. Meanwhile, amidst all that, I started to become aware of this healing journey thing, this thing of reconciling within and reconciling without. And to keep this story short, we did not experience the relationship that probably either of us wanted. And we tried in different ways to schedule, and we tried to have time together. We tried to have time with the kids. I wanted to be with my nieces. And it was also amidst COVID and the challenges that presented itself there. So what is most important for me to acknowledge is that I was trying and forcing too much. I was being rigid about what I believed our relationship needed rather than being present to what is. And that's a nice shift. Feeling that in our bodies, whoa, I think I know what's best. Classic. We all probably have some version of that. And then there's the what is. And then there's the what's underneath the what is right now. What's actually happening. We're not hanging out as much. We're saying we want to. We're not hanging out as much. What's beneath that? Wondering, feeling into. And then asking questions, being brave. Hey, what are you feeling about our relationship right now? And we had some of these clashing moments, and we had some of these opening moments, and we had some clashing moments. We had some moments of separation, and then we would come back together. And ultimately, what I want to highlight here is that it's, I guess, coming back to the theme, I felt like I had the story that I wanted it more than her. And that was really vulnerable for me. But I didn't let it be vulnerable. I let it be frustration and anguish and grasping and gripping and controlling. Like I said, following what I want rather than what is. So in that process, I started to soften eventually through reflection, through traveling a little bit here and there, and I started to realize, okay, one thing, what am I not expressing clearly to this person? I am not telling her how much I love her. I'm not telling her that I really want to have a close relationship with her. And I'm not telling her that I feel scared about that. And then perhaps there are other things that are being digested, like past hurts when we were kids and how we played together and how I felt afraid when we were playing as kids and things like that. But we couldn't even get to there if I didn't communicate those three things. Then, what am I not communicating to myself? I guess I would reverse that. What was I not communicating? I became aware of it in myself. Then came the next, sharing it with her. So I wrote her a letter from Alaska. I sent her a letter, and I believe it was Alaska, expressing what was on my heart. And meanwhile, we're in this journey of connecting on the phone here and there, connecting with my nieces here and there, and still not feeling like I'm receiving the reciprocity that I'm giving in. And ultimately, what that story comes home to is I'm going to hold myself. I'm going to be present. I'm going to let it be as it is, more and more and more. Because I need that for myself. I need that for myself. I need that for my well-being. Stop blaming. Stop blaming. How many times does that happen for you? Where you're like, okay, calming down, but secretly still a victim and still frustrated, still projecting onto this person saying they're not doing enough. Now it's okay to hold personal responsibility and accountability of the other. The catch is, if there's any resentment or outward frustration, then that energy gets to be reconciled within. Now, we get to do that in relationship at times, but most often it starts within and then we show up. It might shift over time, which it has for me. It started to shift into more real-time communication and working through something together. So then, what a rich journey that I imagine some of you can relate with and resonate with. So with all of that, I started to do the next thing, which is what's showing up in my other relationships, particularly my sister relationships, my girlfriends, my friends who are I feel like I'm getting closer with and I'm not romantic with, and what are the things that are showing up there? And then I get to bring some of that energy and work through it. Oh, these are similar. Oh, they're not responding to me. They're not, expressing their feelings. They're not reaching out spontaneously. These things I'm still taking personally. Oh, shoot. I manifested the same thing. Beautiful, isn't it? Heart-wrenching at the same time. So, to bring it home, not to go on too far for this story, is that through this working with my friends, working with myself, working with my friends, communicating with my sister, there started to be this inner alchemization. Okay, what's truthful for me? I love this person. I'm sad that we're not connecting as much. Okay, can I be with that sadness? Yes, I can. And that's where I've landed, and that's where I want you to land. Or, perhaps you can feel into where you would like to land. It's been a really grounding place for me because then I'm available and I'm not pushing my sister to change or become something that I want or think she needs to, because she doesn't need to for my love to show up. That's the truth. So, with that being said, let's see what else. A right now tool. So, when it comes to relationships that are not reciprocating and you're showing up more, the right now tool would be to think of this person. We can do this together. So bring this person to your heart, to your mind. Notice the feelings. Shake it loose. If you can't even get to the feeling yet, then I think I would encourage the tool to be with some music on that would help you to soften your favorite song that makes you cry, or your favorite song that helps you to express yourself. That will settle with that. Put on your favorite song that supports your emotional journey. Bring this person to your mind's eye. Say, hello, so-and-so, it's good to see you again. I ... And then you let your stream of consciousness flow. If you need to do this in a quiet space, that would be really helpful for feeling safe to express out loud. And I would encourage you to do it out loud. Hi, so-and-so. Hi, Jerry, I really miss you, and I want to be close with you. I'm feeling frustrated that this is not something that's happening in my life right now, and it makes me want to, and at the same time, aww. And then let yourself go in that process. Put a timer on for 5 minutes. I'll type this out afterwards. Put a timer on for 5 minutes so you feel like, okay, I have a good container, or however long your song is. And keep going, and then when you get to the close, say, all right, so-and-so. All right, Jerry, thank you for giving me the reflection that I needed today, so that I can become more loving to myself and more unconditionally loving to you. Right now it's going to be hard for me to show up for you, so I'm going to keep my energy contained, and when I'm available, I will show up again. So something along those lines. Improvise if you're feeling it, and see what happens. See what happens. All right. Please drop some questions in the chat. And we'll close with a brief meditation, a gratitude, something like that. If you need some nurturance right now. Close your eyes, settle. This moment for bringing us together, whether you're watching it recorded or here present now. Thank you to the path of family healing for revealing itself to me and to those walking their own unique version of it. And thank you to the support of all of those around us, whether living or dead. Much love and gratitude. Until next week.